numericals on parallelogram law. The greatest and least resultant of two forces acting at a point is 10 newtons and 6 newtons. That's it. Each force is increased by 3 newtons. Find the resultant if the angle increase is 90. Okay. We studied the cases, right? The greatest resultant and least resultant. Oh, use correct. Which angle is the greatest resultant?
When theta is 90.
0 degrees, right?
Awesome.
And least resultant will be 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Okay. Now, the two vectors are A and B. Greatest resultant will be A plus B. This is the resultant. How much they given? A plus B is 10 Newton is given to you. Right? Resultant angle is 0. If you substitute, we got A plus B, right? The least resultant means A minus B is given as 6 newtons. Then the file solve and find the value of A and B first. Normal elimination method करके A and B find करो. तो कितना होगा A and B? 2A is equal to 16, A equal to 8. If A equal to 8, B value is how much? 10 minus 8 is 2 newtons. Okay. Now क्या मतलब वो? अगर each force is increased by 3 newtons. Okay. So each then A will be how much? 8 plus 3, 11 newtons. And B will be 3 add किया तो 2 plus 3 is 5 newtons. Okay. Now these two vectors at 90 degrees laga. That time what is the resultant? This is 11 newtons and this is 5 newtons. Angle is 90. Then find the resultant.
Sir, under 146.
Root 146 newtons. Okay, na? ये 90 का cos end is 0. So if what is the resultant will be? Root of A square plus B square. So root of 25 plus 121. So it is root 146. Understanding? Yes. So questions will be there only. In that only model, the concept is same only. Way of asking will be different. Okay. Sure. The resultant of two equal forces is equal to either of these forces. Then it's asking angle, theta is asking. So what is the meaning of that one? The resultant of two equal forces. So first equal forces are F1 is equal to F मान लो. F2 is also F1. Two vectors are given F and F. The resultant of these two forces, equal forces, also F1 is equal to either of these forces. But the resultant is also F1. Now use the formula and find the theta.
Sir, I know cos theta is minus.
Angle बोलेगा. I want angle.
Sir,
No, I'm waiting for you.
Sir, 180 degrees.
No.
Sir, wait, I'll figure it out.
Sir, I got 180 degrees.
No, 180 wrong.
Sir, what is minus 1? Sir, you tell sir, please.
-1 नहीं आएगा.
Sir, -1 only.
No.
So
Use
that is
the
the
R. Huh?
so I used R is equal to under root. That's
Ah,
that.
so if it is square, R square is equal to A square is F square plus F square plus
This is minus
2F square cos theta. Huh? And R square के जगह पे F square only, right? F square is equal to 2F square plus 2F square cos theta.
So now cancel all the f's and then you'll get cos theta is equal to minus
Can't
1.
we take 2f square common?
2F square common, ठीक है? 2F square मैं common दूंगा. कितना
You get
होगा?
1 plus cos theta.
1 plus cos theta is equal to F square. F square cancel. ये 2 बीच में तो 1 by 2. पर वो 1 क्या करेगा? 1 minus 1 is equal to cos theta.
So yeah, sir, I'm getting cos theta equals to minus half.
Angle कितना?
So there's no theta which gives minus half.
Actually, trigonometry missed, right? So that's why theta नहीं बोल के लगेगा. We studied till 90 degrees one, then plus it. But
Sir,
actually,
will it be minus 60?
a famous form
How
we don't
did you get minus 1 by 2, sir? Sir, wait.
minus 2 by 2 will get.
Sir, no, sir, do it. Sir, once do it in my method. Sir, cancel all the f squares.
Okay, चलो. Maths को कैसे भी करो, same ही answer आएगा. ठीक है.
Sir, you'll get my board marks. Then you'll get.
Then क्या है?
Sir, now take 2 to the other side.
इधर one cancel बोलते 0 नहीं है ना इधर. 1 है.
हाँ, sir. Sir, then it will become minus 2 is equal to 2 cos theta.
minus 2 नहीं है. ये 1 है ना. Cancel बोलते 0 है.
Oh.
हाँ.
Okay, sir.
As for you can't cheat it. Okay. Cos theta is minus 1 by 2. Angle. A very famous one. Cos theta is minus 1 by 2 means angle is. Bolo, Krishna. Angle is
Sir,
120.
120.
120 degrees. Very famous. ये याद रखो. Cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. Cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. Actually, angle find out करने के लिए trigonometry बोल के एक topic रहेगा. How to find this extra angle 90 के above वाला that will deal after. Okay. So 120
This angle, how do you find? With
angle 120 का. Bro, cos 120 कैसे find करेगा?
Sir, that I can find. Sir, how do you say cos theta is equal to minus 1 by 2? Now, how do I find theta from that?
That one is देखो. You tell me cos theta is equal to 1 is it? So which angle is 1?
90.
So cos
Sorry,
theta.
0. 0 is 1.
Cos 90 I can write, right? Cos 0, right?
Yes.
No cos cancel. Angle is 0 degrees. I say here also minus 1 by 2 को cos 120 लिखने वाला है. Cos cancel theta is 120.
So for that I should know what cos 120
That
is.
angle is same lesser than this angle is 1. Let less than 360 वाला angle is 1 we can know. That to standard वाला. Okay. चलो. Because trigonometry is missed with that space, there is all the problems. Okay. Now next one. Okay. Two forces whose magnitude are in the ratio of 3:5. The resultant is 28 newtons. And angle also they given. He's saying find the each force का कितना है. Hold up, ready question. Just write the answer.
So are they saying like F1?
What?
So like are they saying like F1 is to F2 is 3:5?
F1 at F2 is 3:5. When you split, what you will get? Ratio को split किया था?
3/8, 5/8.
3/5 नहीं है.
3/8.
No, ऐसा नहीं है. Whenever you split, you can write as 3x, 5x. Split किया तो some constant आएगा ना? So 3x, 5x. So that means F1 is given as 3x, F2 is given as 5x. And resultant is also given angle. Everything is given. So So now which formula you use? The resultant का formula you only use. Resultant is given as 28, right? So R is equal to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Just come and find the value of X.
Sir, how do you eliminate root 2 from this?
Root 2.
Sir, you get no cos.
Okay. On the cos 60 is how
No,
much?
no. Okay, sorry. 1 by 2.
हम the same है R square. Square in both sides के तो root निकल जाएगा. R square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So A के जगह में 3x, B के जगह में 5x, R के जगह में 28.
Sir, I got the answer.
में
Sir, I got F1 as 12 and F2 as 20.
very good. Super. Right. No, substitute करो. 28 square means 28 in 28 is equal to A square means 9x square plus B square 25 square plus 2AB. So 6 into 5 30, right? 30x square into cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2.
Sir, I got it.
Got it? कितना क्वेश्चन?
Sir, I did a mistake.
Okay. So 215 here. So 15 plus 25, 40, 49. So 28 into 28 by 49 is equal to x square. So x equal to under root n 28 square by 7 square. So it is 28 by 7, right? 28 by 7 is how much? 4. Now substitute in this. So f1 will be how much? 4 into 3, 12, and f2 is 20. Alright? चलो तो देखते हैं चैलेंजिंग क्वेश्चन. Diagram proper. The resultant of two vectors A and B.
Sir,
Answer क्या?
so is it FA by FB is 1 by 2?
FB.
Like, sir, FA by FB is 1 by 2.
Resultant is half. See, the resultant of two vectors A and B are perpendicular to vector A. मान लो the vector is like this. The resultant is perpendicular to vector A. मतलब the resultant is like this, is perpendicular to vector A, and इसका magnitude is half of the magnitude B. Okay, मतलब B by 2, right? तो बी वेक्टर कैसे रहेगा, ऐसा और ऐसा, किधर आएगा बी वेक्टर, तो बी वेक्टर विल बी लाइक दिस और लाइक दिस, so such that इन दोनों का रिजल्टेंट विल बी ऊपर, किस तरफ रहेगा रिजल्टेंट, द बी वेक्टर विल बी लाइक दिस। ओके, तो पैरेलल लगा दो, इससे पैरेलल ड्रॉ करना है, पैरेलल ड्रॉ, so रिजल्टेंट इज लाइक दिस। नाउ इज टेलिंग एंगल बिटवीन ए एंड बी, मतलब इसको थीटा मानता हूं, थीटा आ गया तो देन 90 प्लस दैट थीटा विल बी द आंसर, एंगल बिटवीन ए एंड बी विल बी द थीटा फाइंड करेंगे।
So what do you equate in this?
Sir, is the answer 150?
150, yes sir.
So what do you do in this?
I'll not tell you. थिंक करो, आ जाएगा थोड़ा, मतलब बियॉन्ड थिंक करो, मतलब we are going always parallelogram, right? But right angle triangle में we can use trigonometry also. We can use trigonometry also. This is right angle triangle. Directly, आपको hypotenuse is b, adjacent is b by 2. Can you find theta? Which one? Which ratio will use? Sin or cos? Adjacent, you know. Hypotenuse, you know.
Cos.
Cos. So use करो. Cos theta is adjacent is nothing but b by 2. Phi hypotenuse is nothing but b. So b we cancel. Theta is cos 1 by 2 कब आएगा? It is 60.
60.
If theta is 60, I want the angle between A and B. So
Okay.
90 plus 60. मतलब सिर्फ पैरेललोग्राम में r square वो ही नहीं है, आपको थिंक करने का, whenever right angle triangle is there, trigonometry also you can use. Okay. तो सब में क्वेश्चन करेंगे. Two forces are such that sum of their magnitude is 18. Okay, मतलब two forces called A and B. So the given A plus B magnitude is 18 newtons equal. Okay, their resultant is 12 newtons. So R is 12 newtons, which is perpendicular to smaller force. Okay, anything you can take A as smaller force. Then the magnitude of each force, मतलब A and B is defined.
So will it just be a right angle triangle?
That will be resultant is perpendicular to smaller force means that only. Like
So-
A vector से R resultant is perpendicular. Same diagram. But it's self-defined A and B.
So sir, you can just substitute like A as 18 and minus B and then substitute, right?
A as
Like 18 minus B.
yeah, I can do whatever. Solve it. Final. Try करो. So resultant is given 12 means nothing but root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta is given as 12, right? Okay. the resultant is perpendicular to smaller force. Diagram ड्रॉ करो तो थोड़ा idea आएगा. This is A vector. Resultant is perpendicular to. मतलब definitely B vector will be like this. This one is this one आपको क्या है? Tell me this 90 is what? In the parallelogram law में A vector से the resultant angle को क्या बोलते हैं? Which letter we are using?
Alpha.
Alpha. So alpha they given as 90 indirectly. Okay. So मेरा alpha is given as 90. इससे angle का formula use करके समझे कर सकते हैं. Because अभी two variables है ना. If you are telling that A is equal to 18 minus B करेगा बोल के बोला. So A के जगह में we substitute that one. And cos theta is also we don't know. A also we don't know. So we cannot get this equation. So other equation use करके something करना पड़ेगा. So what is tan alpha formula? P sin theta by A plus B cos theta. ये तीनों यूज करके सॉल्व कर देंगे. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. अब कोशिश क्या था आएगा.
So, but tan 90 is not defined.
Not defined. Infinity, right?
Yeah.
Infinity is nothing but 1/0. See, tan 90 is 1/0, right? 1/0 is infinity, right? Is equal to B sin theta by A plus B cos theta.
So, sir, I can directly write A plus B cos theta equal to 0.
That only. For understand the rules and then. So multiply क्या आएगा? A plus B cos theta is equal to 0, right? So from this B cos theta is how much? Minus A. So substitute this B cos theta in this minus A because we are trying to bring in terms of A. Not right. And B के जगह में you can substitute 18 minus A. तो भी कर रहा हूँ सॉल्व. तो कितना होगा इसको विदाउट सब्स्टिट्यूटिंग पहले करो. A square plus B square plus 2A into B cos theta के जगह में minus A कर रहा हूँ. Minus A is equal to 12. So root of 2A minus 2A square plus A square is minus A square. मतलब B square minus A square is equal to 12. Squaring on both sides करो. So B square minus A square is equal to 144. I can write as B square minus A square को B plus A into B minus A is equal to 144. But we know A plus B.
A is 5 and B is 30.
A is 5 and B is 30. Very good. So A plus B के जगह में 18 लगा रहा हूँ. 18 into B minus A is equal to 14, 144. And B minus A is equal to how much? 144 by 18 is how much? 8 is 64. 8, right? Okay. Now B minus A is 8. A plus B is 18. ये दोनों solve करो. A and B आ जाएगा. See, we are using the three relationship. This is given. Alpha is also given. That's why we use this relationship, and we substitute this in this formula, and we are getting this one. B minus A is equal to 8. Now ये दोनों solve करो. A plus B they given as 18, and B minus A is given as 8. So minus A plus A cancel. 2B is equal to 26. B is equal to 13. If B is 13, A will be 18 minus 13 is 5. समझ में आ रहा है? ये क्वेश्चंस मेंस में भी आ गया. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ट्राई करो पूरा. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. और बेटा प्रणव
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question. What angle should the two forces vectors 2f and root 2f act so that the resultant force is root 10f?
So is the root also an F or just in?
No, only root 2.
It's only for 10.
Or 10 only.
Okay.
So theta is telling two forces are given to you. Resultant is also given.
So is theta 45.
Yeah, theta is 45.
So how 45?
You got 45?
So I'm getting 2 by root 2.
No. 2 by root 2 means okay. No.
This
Ulta
won't be by root 2.
Calculation mistake only question. R square means 10f square is equal to a square means 4f square plus b square means 12 square plus 2ab. So 2 into 2 root 2 f square cos theta. Okay. 6f square. उधर गया तो 4f square. 4f square by 4 root 2 f square is equal to cos theta. So f square का आंसर 4 square से 1 by root 2 मिलेगा. Here से 2 by root 2 theta equal to 40.
They got it.
Got it? Yes. Bye. Without calculation mistake करो. All problems we are doing.
Sir, opposite directions is 180, right?
180 means resultant will be how much?
A minus B.
Okay.
And then sir, right angle is 90. Okay.
Okay. Right angle is 90. Resultant is found to be. So two forces while acting in the particle opposite direction. So मतलब A minus B they given as 10 newtons. If they act right angles to each other, मतलब resultant will be root of A square plus B square is equal to 50 newton. This is
So can a vector quantity be negative?
vector quantities. ये
Can
मतलब
it be
A
negative? Yeah.
magnitude no answer तो perfect number में आएगा. No magnitude.
So 15 and 5.
Wrong. इतना जल्दी लिया तो wrong.
So I got 40, 30.
Oh, cut very good. 40 that. So that means if you do squaring of both sides, a square plus b square is equal to 2500, right? Now, Krishan, क्या किया? Tell me. Now, how you solve these two equations?
So I squared the first one, and then I got b is equal to
By
75.
squaring of both sides, from this b is a equal to how much?
A is equal to 75.
10 plus b है ना? A equal to substitute here आ जाएगा. हो गया? अब minus b को
30 and 40.
हाँ,
Oh, like that.
A is equal to 10 plus b, right? Substitute here. So 10 plus b whole square plus b square is equal to 2500. So a square plus b square plus 2ab, 120b.
Still got it.
Got a? What आया?
No, sir, I squared 50 wrong.
Okay. So उधर ही मिलेगा आपको इक्वेशन सर मैथ्स है दैट्स इट क्वेश्चन. चलो आई कर. Two forces F by 2 at right angle to each other. Those F by 2 equal forces. The effect is neutralized by a third force acting along the bisector in the opposite direction. What is the magnitude of third force? Third force means वो stop मतलब equilibrium है. The particle is in equilibrium. Okay. तो कितना force दिया तो the particle will be equilibrium.
So what is bisector?
हाँ देखो, suppose tell me bisector diagram draw करके समझ में आएगा. Suppose मान लो the force is 10 Newton force acting. इस तरफ कितना force लगाए तो आपको रुक जाएगा box?
10 Newton.
10 Newton. So he is saying दोनों forces right angle में act हो रहे हैं और कितना रिजल्टेंट है वो रिजल्टेंट आप पीछे लगाने का बाइसेक्टर में. एंगल बाइसेक्टर मींस 90 का सी डायग्राम डॉक्टर पहले समझना है.
Sir, I have a doubt.
क्या टेल मी?
So should we find the resultant force when both the forces are equal to 5 by 2, and then the resultant force of the third force will also be the same, right?
Yeah.
So will it just be then the third force, both the A's and B's will be equal only, right?
हाँ इक्वल होगा. कितना होगा?
Yeah, so let me solve.
हाँ करके. So first diagram always diagram number. This is f by 2 and this is also f by 2. See, whenever equal vector are there, resultant will be exactly bisector only. मतलब exactly 45 degrees में आएगा. If you find alpha.
So the magnitude will be equal to the resultant, right?
Resultant का equal है. So we have to apply exactly opposite direction में the third force. So that is equal to exact resultant. The resultant find करो answer हो जाएगा. Angle with them is 90.
Sir, I just got f by root 2 as answer.
F by root 2. Right. So resultant will be under root a square plus b square, right? So f by 2 whole square plus f by 2 whole square. So कितना होगा? 2 into f by 2 whole square. So that's equal to f by 2 root 2. Is the resultant. The resultant is equal to this one. Yeah.
Sir, but sir, the direction should also matter. No?
The direction वही है, पीछे लगा रहा हूँ so that the it neutralizes the resultant.
So there won't be any negative
Nothing.
sign.
Negative sign negative. It's equilibrium लगा. Okay. Got right? Sure. So these are the things. Now we have to go for triangle law of vector addition. I told right vectors में first we are doing addition, then subtraction, then multiplication. Chapter will be done. So addition के लिए we have three methods. One is parallelogram law, second one is triangle law, third one is polygon law of vector addition. Triangle law में से we are doing how to solve, but answer will be same for all the three methods. Okay, but majorly which one we are using? We are using only parallelogram law only. Majorly we are using parallelogram. Okay, चलो इसका definition देखेंगे triangle law का. First write down this definition. I'll explain. When two vectors are represented as two sides of a triangle in 90 direction taken in same order, keywords are there. Then the third side of a triangle represents the magnitude direction of the resultant vector taken in opposite order. So मान लो you have two vectors A and B. So A vector is there like this and B vector is there like this. Angle between them is theta. इसको मैं ऐड करने का. I want to add these two vectors. Okay. So मैं क्या करूँगा? I will take A vector. I will not change any direction. A vector and B vector को we should not connect tail to tail because parallelogram law में we have to connect tail to tail. Now क्या कर रहे हैं? We are taking the two vectors in the same order. मतलब देखो, this is the one vector, other vector I am parallel shifting. This is the same order. देखो same order में जा रहा है. B vector also I am taking the same order. मतलब nothing but head to tail method. Head of the first vector is connected to the tail of the second vector. They are in the same order, right? Then the resultant of the triangle should be taken in the opposite order. देखो resultant कैसा आएगा? We will take from starting of the tail and ending of the head से join करो. This is the resultant which is taken in the opposite order. देखो same order means this is the same order of resultant, but same order नहीं लेने का. We should take the opposite order. Okay. And theta किधर लेने का? We cannot take theta A and B का theta किधर है? We cannot take here, right? Head and tail.
R का tail and A का tail.
Outside point में theta है. Is it theta? Because tail है. Parallel shift करूँगा. Tail का बीच में angle only we should take. Head to tail you cannot take, right? So this is the resultant vector. आपको diagram important. Diagram आ गए तो some questions can be solved easily. Okay. So these two vectors should be taken in the same order. The resultant vector taken in the opposite order. That is the triangle law. Understanding? Triangle law. So suppose मान लो I given one vector like this, A vector, and another vector B vector like this. Okay. Now draw diagram. Triangle law से करो find resultant. So first connect head to tail. Direction को change नहीं करने का. And then resultant taken in the opposite order. So कैसा? First A vector ऐसा ले रहे हैं, A vector, and B vector को ऐसा ले रहे हैं, taken in the same order. The resultant will be taken in the opposite order. So starting of the tail to the ending of the head. देखो opposite order में resultant लेने का, right? तो क्या है? नो इसका डेरिवेशन भी करने वाला है बिकॉज आपको बोर्ड एग्जाम में दे लास्ट पैरेललोग्राम ला ट्रायंगल ला एनीथिंग दे कैन आस्क, सो अंडरस्टैंड करो यू डू द डेरिवेशन। एंड इसका फार्मूला क्या होगा मालूम है? आर का फार्मूला एंड एंगल का फार्मूला, दिस इज अल्फा राइट, दिस इज अल्फा, सेम फार्मूला इज सेम, डायग्राम में डिफरेंट। सो आर वैल्यू क्या होगा इसमें? आर इज इक्वल टू अंडर रूट ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab cos थीटा। थीटा कौन सा? आउटसाइड एंगल वाला लेने का इधर इसमें, ओके। एंड tan अल्फा इज b sin थीटा by a plus b cos theta. This is the thing that take. Understood? So same formula आएगा, same thing आएगा, but we should not connect tail to tail in the triangle law. We should connect head to tail. Head to tail. Okay. Now इसका derivation करेंगे. चल. Suppose this is a vector. Same method. B vector. They are connecting head to tail. B vector. Okay, and this is theta. The resultant taken from the opposite order. R and this is alpha. R find करने के लिए we have to draw one perpendicular line, right? Same parallelogram like this. We are drawing one perpendicular line. Okay. Now this is B, right? This is B. Okay. Now tell me. For right angle triangle के लिए this is B vector. Okay. Now tell me, इसका right angle triangle आने के लिए आपको पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगाने के लिए what are the things are required? Hypotenuse is R. If I know this side and this side, complete side, we can get right. So this name it O A B C. Okay. Now I want first a AB side and BC side. Then only I can find Pythagoras theorem, right? So what is in triangle? In triangle, I'm taking A B C. What is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is AB by B. So therefore AB is B cos theta. So AB you got as B cos theta. Okay. Similarly, I want this side also. Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. BC by hypotenuse is B. Therefore, BC is equal to B sin theta. So this is B sin.
So then should we take OBC?
No. This one is shorter triangle and break. Then we should take the OBC triangle. We find the Pythagoras theorem. Then triangle OBC. So what is the formula? R square is equal to this total side is how much?
A plus B cos theta.
Very good. So A plus B cos theta whole square plus B sin theta whole square. Same like parallelogram, same thing. But diagram is different. That's it. R square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta plus B square sin square theta. If I take B square common, cos square plus sin square is 1. Therefore, R is equal to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. We got the form. This is the magnitude we got. We found magnitude. Because R is vector, right? And from here, generally R is vector sum of what? We write always like this. Vector A plus vector. Because we are doing resultant means nothing but addition only. We don't mention resultant means nothing but addition. Okay. Now how to find alpha in the right angle triangle? Tan alpha is how much in the right angle triangle? Opposite by adjacent. Opposite is nothing but B sin theta by adjacent is nothing but A plus B cos theta. One step ahead. This is the direction. Come on. आ गया? आपको रूम में लाइट नहीं है मानो अंधेरा में बैठे.
No, sir, it's little like it's night, no, sir, so I don't like to turn on the light at night.
See, his right is there, bro. Okay, so formula is same, diagram is different. आपको थीटा बाहर का लेने का. Okay, चलो एक क्वेश्चन कर रहा हूँ विद द हेल्प ऑफ ट्रायंगल यूज कर करो. फाइंड द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द रिजल्ट वेक्टर, मतलब आर फाइंड करने का. द गिवन टू वेक्टर्स 6 and 8 एंड एंगल आल्सो द गिवन. डायग्राम ड्रॉ करके देन फाइंड द आर वैल्यू.
Is it root 148?
हाँ, डायग्राम ड्रॉ कर लिया.
No, sir, just calculate in my head.
Okay, diagram draw करो. 6 vectors is like this. Because by using triangle law, diagram आपको important है. Then 8 units and angle should be taken outside. This angle is how much? 6 degrees. The resultant will be taken in the opposite order. Now find r equal to root of a square by b square plus 2ab cos 60. कितना है ना ईशा?
What is difference between this and the first one?
फर्स्ट वन क्या है? पैराग्राम लॉ में क्या है? टू वेक्टर्स आर कनेक्टेड टेल टेल. देखो 6 and this will be connected टेल टेल 8 and angle is 60 degrees. Then इससे parallel you draw one line, इससे parallel draw. This is a diagram wise में dictated है. फॉर्मूला तो सेम है, diagram wise सेम है. इसमें क्या है? इसमें टेल टेल, इसमें head to tail we are connecting. Taken in same order. Taken in same order. The resultant will be taken in the opposite order. So देखो, but resultant देखो दोनों same direction आएगा. Final answer will be same. Direction wise same, magnitude wise same. But in all questions पे maximum we are using parallelogram law only. Because no one will mention do by this method. Answer चाहिए. Okay. कितना है answer?
So root 124.
124 हाँ. Check करो. पता है. Answer कितना है? सुनो. Root of formula क्या है? R is equal to under root 64 plus.
Sir, I got root 148.
Okay, one second. 2 into 8 दो 8 वाइस है तो आपको भी wrong है ये. Cos 60 is
It's wrong only.
wrong only. डिसाइड कर लिया.
No, sir, I keep forgetting to multiply 2.
अरे a plus b also a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay. Again triangle. Now in the triangle law only though, parallelogram law only though, we can add 2 vectors at a time. More than 2 vectors we cannot add. Okay. But we have third method. Third method क्या है? Polygon law of vector addition. Okay. Polygon law of vector addition. Polygon law क्या है? Suppose you have 4 or 5 vectors also, directly we can calculate. But polygon law is taking the help of the triangle law. Polygon law is taking the help of triangle law. देखो बस. Polygon means मालूम है ना? Closed figure रहेगा, right? Several vectors are represented by sides of a polygon taken in order. Here also देखो we are using the triangle law, taken in order. Then the resultant vector is represented by a closing side of a polygon taken in opposite order. So what do you think? Suppose मान लो you have to add these 4 vectors or 5 vectors, 4 vectors are there. Okay, we have to add these 4 vectors at a time. By using polygon law we can get this one. So क्या करने वाला है? We will not change any direction. We should connect each vectors head and tail connect करने का, like triangle law, taken in same order. Then the resultant we should take in the opposite order. देखो ऐसा देखो इस वेक्टर को मैं elongate किया ऐसा है, B वेक्टर को elongate किया ऐसा है. Okay, taken in the same order, taken in the same order. The resultant will be taken in the opposite order. This is मतलब here we have to apply triangle law separately. Triangle law separate करके R find करने वाला है A plus B. Again ये resultant आने के बाद, आंसर आने के बाद, again C vector I am taking. देखो taken in same order. The resultant will be taken in the opposite order. Again we have to apply the formula for R value and we will find this vector addition. Okay. So मतलब multiple times we are applying triangle law. In this way, polygon में multiple times we are applying a parallelogram law. Please understand ना, A vector is like this, B vector को ऐसा लगा रहा हूँ first, दोनों का addition करने का, taken in the same order. The triangular says we should take the resultant vector in the opposite direction. Opposite direction में resultant लिखा. So separately you have to find the formula R value root of a square by b square. आने के बाद again now take the C vector and we should add take it in the same order and इसको again take in the opposite order again apply triangle. And answer आने के बाद again D vector लेके again resultant will be in the opposite direction. This is the resultant of addition. Again we have to apply triangle law. So here 1, 2, 3 times we are applying triangle law. Okay. So polygon law ऐसा होगा. But generally, normally हम लोग दो vectors at a time only we are doing every time. So we cannot add more than 2 vectors at a time. Initially. So by this, your complete vector addition done. Vector addition done. Majorly, we are following parallelogram law only. We'll follow. Okay, initially. Though properties are there, वो properties भी सीखेंगे हो जाएगा vector addition पूरा. Okay. चलो तो कवर नोट्स नीटली मेंटेन करो, बुक खरीद लो. आई डोंट राइट बुक क्या खरीदने का, बाय द बुक. Properties of vector addition. We have two properties. One is commutative law. ये सुना होगा ना 8th class में. I think commutative law means ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
So A plus B equal to B plus A.
हाँ खत्म. So vector क्या है? A plus B vector is equal to B plus A vector. Okay. We will prove also by vector addition से. देखो resultant देखो same है करें. Suppose A vector is like this. देखो A vector is like this. Triangle law use करेंगे. Okay. B vector is like this. Taken in the same order. The resultant क्या होगा? Resultant is like this. In this direction में the resultant. मतलब resultant is a vector sum of A plus B. Okay. Now B plus A करेंगे. B को मैं पहले शिफ्ट करूँगा. This is a B vector. And A vector को ऐसा करूँगा. Taken in the same order. देखो B vector and A vector are taken in the same order. Then the resultant will be taken in the opposite order. Again same order. देखो. मतलब A plus B the resultant is like this only. B plus A is also resultant in the same direction. So that means the commutative property is satisfied. मतलब आपको addition when you are doing vector addition दोनों B plus A करो A plus B करो. फॉर्मूला सेम है ना. Root of A square by B square plus 2AB constant वही आएगा. Okay. Next one is associative law. Associative law क्या है? This only. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So also you know. Okay. This also you can prove, but no problem. But you know right? ये क्या होगा ना बहुत बार addition में कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. B plus C कर पहले करके बाद में A करो और A plus B करके बाद में C करो. Vector addition is satisfied. तो क्या है? These are the things in vector addition. Next, we are going for vector subtraction. For next class में.